Nez Nation, holy macadamia nut, do we have an update for you? Cash Money G, our girl, Fani Willis. I call her the queen of corruption, the sultan of sin, the domineering, overbearing, aggressive, criminal behavior. Cash Money G Willis is in extremely hot water. I feel like I keep saying it over and over again, but guess what? It just keeps coming. I mean, I'm on vacation right now. Look at the way I'm dressed, for crying out loud. It just keeps coming. She faces brand new felony charges from co-defendant, Trump co-defendant Harrison Floyd, who we had on our show. And I also posted another clip just a few days ago. Oh my God, wait till you hear this. So let me give you a little bit of context. This is so groundbreaking. It could literally sink everything. Her time is finally up. I'm going to share with you, I'm going to share a screen right now. I'm going to show you what Harrison Floyd, again, he is one of the 18 defendants charged by Cash Money G. Willis and Fulton County in the Georgia 2020 election interference case. And he shared this on last week. He shared this right here, which is really amazing because this is essentially a statement from Harrison Floyd. Okay, this was published on April 4th. And you can see here, if I can make this a little bit bigger, he says here on April 4th on X, aka also known as formerly Twitter, he says, I don't want to put a black woman in jail, but if Fani Willis, that's her username there, does not recuse herself from this case by noon on Monday, I may have no other choice than to pursue all lawful remedies. Make Fulton great again. And he uses the hashtag Fani Willis. He uses the hashtag Fulton County, corrupt Georgia. That was last week, April 4th. And of course, you know, Cash Money G is not going to recuse herself. Of course, she doesn't heed any warning, whether it has to do with her reputation, how she acted in court, all the lies she told, everything about Nathan Wade, everything about, you know, the Georgia interference case, everything about how she went about hiring Nathan Wade, all the text messages, Terrence Bradley, the list goes on and on. Yerty Yerger. I've got all the videos on this stuff, right? So then Monday comes. And by the way, what this is related to is, and I know some of us have heard of this already, what this is related to, and Harrison Floyd said this on our program when he was on our program live. I'll leave the entire live stream at the end of the video if you haven't seen it already. This is referring to a phone call that Fani Willis engaged with Harrison Floyd's attorney, whereby Fani Willis illegally wiretapped. She illegally recorded the conversation. And so I'm going to play for you this new statement. Okay, under the Maryland Wiretap Act, and Harrison Floyd kind of explains this in this new post, this new video that he, this is the new video that he, essentially what he does is he makes his statement, okay? And so what happens is that, I'm going to share that with you in just a second, that Maryland has this illegal wiretap law. And in that law, it states that if two parties are engaged in any kind of communication, they both must consent to any kind of recording. And so that's what he's referring to. And that is actual felony in the state of Maryland where that conversation took place. And so here on April 8th, 2024 at 1:24 p.m., just an hour and a half after, he issued that ultimatum. Listen to what Harrison Floyd makes in his statement. Holy macadamian nut. This.
Last week, my attorney and I made it public that District Attorney Willis very likely violated the Maryland Wiretapping Act, which is a felony here in Maryland. As far as we are aware, DA Willis did not have a warrant, and the call was not made in furtherance of law enforcement because I was already in custody. She simply broke the law. The truth is, DA Willis did not like the public backlash she was receiving, and over the course of multiple calls, she tried to find a way out of the mess that she created. She also made the claim that I denied a consent bond, which is a lie. The truth is simple and quite frankly sad. DA Willis is blinded by her upbringing, which was deeply rooted in radical progressive ideology and racism. She has no problem weaponizing her skin or her office to further its aims. While my skin is also black, DA Willis identifies me as white and views me as a defender of white supremacists due to my political beliefs. Deep down, she wants to make me pay for what she feels is a betrayal to black culture. Her words and actions consistently demonstrate a hate for white people and a need to make this case about race. She has disrespected Judge McAfee and defense attorneys because of the color of their skin. It's racist and it's wrong. After my attorneys finish working on the appeal Judge McAfee granted, we will bring a motion asking the court to exercise its judicial power on equal protection grounds. Because racism, in any form, is wrong. I, along with a lot of you, would like a speedy resolution. However, this is more than likely going to take time due to the district attorney's unprofessional, overly aggressive, and untruthful nature. Let me be clear that this is not an effort to delay justice or attack the district attorney because of her race or sex. It's because she actually broke the law in the same manner she's falsely accusing me of. Thank you, and I will see you back in Georgia.
Wow. Wow. I mean, most of you guys kind of agree with me that, Harrison Floyd is a very well spoken, articulate, down to earth, gentlemanly, and just really just a super, he has a presence about him where I believe him 1 billion percent. He has a military background, he's a United States Marine. The truth bombs that he dropped on our live stream, if you haven't seen that interview, it will blow your mind, the stuff that he says about everything. He has so much on Cash Money G. Willis. He has so much on the corruption, the baselessness of Fulton County, the district attorney's office, and pretty much the entire infrastructure surrounding the Georgia interference case. I'm just so impressed with his elocution, his erudite, and his, he was very calm, very composed. I love the phrase where he says that Cash Money G weaponized the color of our skin. I've said this many, many times, a million times or more. Sometimes I get attacks like, Nez, you're a racist. Nez, you're just going after Letitia James and Cash Money G because of their black. Couldn't be further from the truth. I don't put any weight on an attribute or trait that you have zero control over. I don't put any weight on that. I go by the content of your character, not the color of your skin. Somebody famous once said that, and it still rings true today, and it will ring true until the end of time. How you carry yourself, how you execute your duties, your responsibilities, how you professionally carry yourself in multiple contexts, in multiple settings, speaks volumes to the content of your character. It has absolutely nothing to do with the color of your skin. And if that were the case, I would have no respect for Harrison Floyd. If that were the case, I wouldn't have Harrison Floyd on our program, but I did. He's a black man, has nothing to do with his skin tone. I am so impressed with the way that he has gone about all of these. He could exercise all sorts of hate and aggressiveness that mimicked how Cash Money G carried herself in court, but he doesn't, because the truth is on his side. His actions, his proceedings, his motions, his filings are all justified. And he's very calm, he's very collected, he's composed, he's intelligent, and he speaks with clarity. I give him utmost props and I give him utmost respect. The fact that he says he's going to be filing this motion, the fact that he says that he's got enough on Cash Money G to really upend this entire case speaks volumes. And you know your boy Nez is going to keep you covered. This is your one-stop shop. You don't have to go anywhere else. I'm going to keep you covered. Why? Because this channel is all about getting our country back. And these hypocrites need to put their feet to the fire. They need to be held accountable. They're all going after their so-called hypocrite, their so-called narcissist. But really, this is a projection of themselves. They're self-projecting. They need to take a long, hard look in the mirror, and we will not be fooled anymore. That's what my channel is all about. That's the purpose. I'm not here to divide. I'm here to bring us together under the balcony of truth. And so I'd love to hear from you guys. What do you guys think of this wiretapping law, of the fact that Cash Money G did not consent the other parties, Harrison Floyd's attorney, in this wiretapping, this recorded phone call? What do you think of Harrison Floyd's statement? Again, check out the full interview. It's coming up soon in the end screen. You're going to love it. It's insane. It is jam-packed with things that just had my jaw was to the floor when I was listening to him talk. I know it was for you too, if you saw it. If you haven't seen it, you got to see the whole thing. I can't wait to hear from you guys. As always, if you made it this far, consider becoming a Nez Nation Insider. It's free. It's our free email. It's in the pinned comment. All you got to do is click on that pinned link. It's also in the description and in the show notes. Just click on the link, and then an option comes up for free newsletter. Click on that, give us your best email, and that's it. Easy. 1, 2, 3. It's free. Consider joining. I try really, really hard to respond to all the comments. It's literally physically impossible for me to do that. It would take every single day, 24/7. I just can't do that. But obviously, members get first priority. Super chats and super thanks get first priority. Consider becoming a member. It only costs you a cup of coffee to support our channel a month. Literally, to support the truth and get our country back. So consider buying and joining and becoming a member. As always, check out these videos coming up right here. This is the live stream I was telling you about. It's amazing. Check that out. Follow, subscribe, tap that thumbs up, and may God bless you, and may God bless America. I'll see you very, very soon. Thank you.